so much, Rebecca. Our second contestant who will be reading their letter is Aubrey Blanchett.
Dear birth givers, my life has changed for the worse since then. My life has changed for the worse since I migrated here. I'm just praying. Not exactly like before, when he used to come home every few years, and I would hide from me because I was shy. Now, I don't think we can be any more closer. I found you both were already in a new relationship, even after asking me if I wanted you guys to move forward with other people. And I clearly said no. You both didn't give me time to process it little by little. Mind you, I found it out myself without y'all telling me. Since then, I kind of rebelled. I wasn't in my best attitude, and I was making bad decisions. There was at one point in those years where one of you had said to me, "Enough, Kala, you're just my child." It's one of the things I can never forget that was ever said to me. For years, I haven't opened up to any of you with actual problems that I was having. I think you wouldn't understand it if it was true. Setting all those aside, I tried to give you guys the respect you deserve, even if you weren't giving me respect back. Until now, I'm still trying to figure out how to solve these problems, our problems, because you guys can even solve your own problems without having to involve me, like I'm some kind of problem solver. I was still a kid back then, and I'm still a kid now, becoming an adult in a few months. I'm still grateful for everything you guys have sacrificed for me. All those life experiences and traumas made me a lot stronger and more independent. Having that kind of mindset that you don't have to depend on anyone is one of the best feelings ever. My parents mean the whole universe to me. Without them, I wouldn't have existed. I'm also grateful for the problems I've come across in the past year, because they are part of who I am today. They built me. They've given me so many life lessons that I can apply in the future. One of my wishes is for both sides of my family to be my debut party. By improving relationships with my family, I would want to start off with having my parents, you guys, improve your relationship as past lovers and as a parent to their only child. I would want you both to talk it out, and if I need to secretly plan a date, I will. You guys are also very stubborn, but now as I'm typing this, I think to myself that I should work on improving my mental health first before trying to fix other people. How can I tell you to improve yourself when even I can't do the same to me? I want you to start off with myself, how I can control my anger, and how I can better my mental health. My priority goal to bring honor for you guys is giving back to you for everything. Not just money, but also all the love and sacrifices you've done to help me get to where I am now and where I will be in the future. I want to be able to graduate high school and finish college majoring in nursing. I want to give you both of you your own house. I promised to myself that I will always, no matter what, try my best and that it's okay to fail. But it's not okay to give up that easily. I will commit to providing you the best care and committed to still giving you respect even if you don't deserve it at times. I am also committed that I am now working on myself. I will be more understanding and will always try to understand you that even God can. I will always think that you are my parents no matter the arguments and hurtful words being said. Sincerely, your only child, Vanessa.
Dear Mom and Dad, through the years you have both been my constant, my big realization that we were growing up. Eventually, we're all going to go somewhere else. We're going to grow up, start families, and find new passions. And these times are going to treasure memories. The natural reaction, our first instinct, is to hold on tight to the basketball practices at Enchanted Lake Park, rushing to the Kalihi Palama Library before it closes, and barbecues at Granny and Moon's house. But I think the solution is to make the most of the time we have together. If we're too caught up in the glamour and nostalgia of the past, we'll lose sight of the present, and we'll sure miss everything happening right before our eyes. It's easy to rejoice in big things, the life-altering moments and grand milestones that we plan our lives around, the high school graduations and weddings, but the small things are the ones that possess a unique beauty. In their plainness and their simplicity lies their value. They're consistent, predictable, and comfortable. By being intentional about finding the beauty and value in the small things, we remind ourselves that the routine and mundane aspects of our life possess the greatest potential to hold the most meaningful memories. Costco trips, morning school drop-offs, and getting stuck in traffic at the most inconvenient times are all small things that are meaningful. These events form the basis of our family. These small things are the essential building blocks that are the foundation of every smile, laugh, tear, and ukulele chord that emanates from our family. These small snapshots of our life, glimpses into the inner workings of our family, our routines, habits, and interests are the kind of memories that don't fade. Regardless of how far away from home we travel, islands, states, or even countries away, the memories we create will be the glue that holds our family together, even when we're scattered across the globe. They're the moments that in 10, 20, or even 30 years we'll long for. We'll look back on the selfies from football games in the rain and the pictures of weeknight dinners thrown together in 20 minutes in fondness. Reminders of our best times together. Face forward because our future is right in front of us. Take advantage of the time we have together. And most importantly, remember that family is the greatest gift we could ever ask for. Neke aloha kumehana, with warm aloha, lewa.
Dear Mom and Dad, when the pandemic first began, the feeling of dread and an anxious sensation overcame me. It was my first year in high school, even at a time of such heavy uncertainty. For the composure and assuredness you both maintain, I will always be grateful. Mom, the pandemic taught me a lot about you. I learned that when you were my age, attending Roosevelt High School, you would go through ice baths every Friday night with your friends. You were 14 years old when you met your first boyfriend while skating on the ice rink. The relationship was short-lived, lasting only 5 months, but you were so excited nonetheless. I also learned that you adored the beach in high school, specifically Waikiki Beach. As you can imagine, this stunned me seeing as you aren't really a beach person anymore. Your favorite color is pink. Growing up, Friends was your favorite television show, and at this point, you've watched the entire series at least 3 times. I know you much better than my pre-pandemic self did, and similarly, you came to know more about me. Mom, you know that I love using your high-end makeup. You know that I despise washing the dishes. You know that I prefer pasta over pizza. You also know the stress that overwhelmed me in the early stages of the pandemic better than anyone else. You know the stream of tears that would flow unceasingly down my face every time I found out that Hawaii's temporary lockdown became less and less temporary. You know the wetness of those tears because you wiped them off my face. You know the pitch my voice would adopt when frustration consumed me. You know the sound because of the countless times you heard my voice break during the pandemic. Whether it was from the sheer annoyance I experienced trying to operate Zoom, or from the pent-up bitterness I had from literally being pent up 24/7. Pandemic was the time of both sadness and insurmountable stress for me, yet it was also a period of bonding for us. Whether we grew closer by forced circumstances or by choice, I am nonetheless appreciative of that precious time. Then there's you, Dad. Not even a worldwide pandemic could prevent you from working 5 days a week, from 2 p.m. to nearly 11 p.m. in the evening. To my surprise, you do more than just fuel commercial aircrafts at your job. You also push them, tow them, and clear them for takeoff. You're a lead line serviceman for Hawaiian Airlines and were deemed Employee of the Quarter over thousands of other employees. Honestly, this doesn't surprise me. If there's anything that the pandemic taught me about you, it is that there are no limits to your diligent, persevering work ethic. Dad, when COVID was better contained, you would take Hunter, Haley, and me to the Kolina Lagoons every Monday after school. You designate that time for us always, and I long for the coming of Mondays as a result. Staring at a computer all day had become unbearable, but pandemic was not an entire bust. 2.5 years later, it is now 2022, and while COVID is still around, life has drastically improved. While I cannot say I relish day-to-day life during the pandemic, I am confident that it united our family in a very unique way. Mom and Dad, you have served as beacons of inspiration these last few years. Witnessing how you, Mom, imparted your guidance and wisdom to me as tools to conquer my endeavors, there is so much knowledge I've garnered, so much adversity I've overcome from the moments we've cherished together. And Dad, seeing how you always work tirelessly to support our family, ensuring Hunter, Haley, and I have security shrouding us no matter the path we choose. It is through your example that I feel pride knowing that I am even a quarter of the industrious worker you are. Through the time I have spent with both of you, and through the resilient example each of you has set, I have continued growing into the person I am now. As college approaches, I will move forward pursuing a path of growth and excellence, which has and will continue to be shaped by both of your presences. No matter how busy life may become, I believe quality time is the essence of sustaining our relationship. I am lucky to have healthy ties with both of you, attributed to your parental presence. Moving forward, as life continues to progress and I along with it, I promise to prioritize our time together because I value the influence you both have had on me.
Do you comprehend how hard that is for a 9-year-old girl? However, none of that would have mattered if you just stayed as my dad, instead of turning into merely a father. I had to leave with Mom because of court orders, but they never said you could not call me to say goodnight. The court did not order you to disown or blame your daughter for your mistakes in the marriage. Our relationship ended on February 19th, 2018 at 5:08 p.m. You texted me with an eruption of gut-wrenching words ending with, "Your used-to-be father, Chris." With these words, the bright world of cupcakes and unicorns from my childhood ended and reality kicked me in the face. You hurt me more than 1,000 breakups, but you are also the reason why I have been able to not only survive, but thrive. High school is like running the gauntlet, and I have faced almost all of the challenges while trying to cope with my anxiety. I have been slut-shamed, yelled at in the hallways for running for president, receiving death threats, betrayed by boyfriends and friends for popularity, etc. These adversities could compel a teenager to spiral in despair, in anger, or even suicide. However, none of these pains could ever compare to losing you. Even though you almost ruined my life, you are also the reason I have been able to not only cope but excel. Your choices and illness are why none of these adversities hurt me, and the reason I push myself to be better in everything I do. Our relationship is far from normal, but I would have never become who I am today without you. I'd like to think that you would be proud of me. I became a 3-year-long president, debate captain, Kalalea secretary, and more. How are you doing? Although Tutu refuses to discuss it, I have heard some things about you. I heard you have another daughter. I want you to treat her as a second chance and do everything you should have done with me. I hope she will encourage you to achieve sobriety and become a dad to her. So far, you are still in the news for drugs and fraud, but I know you can do better. You gave me a blissful childhood with Mom, and I know you can do the same for her. After you become a stable, loving dad for her, I hope you have a chance to reach out to me. I sent you a letter through Tutu 4 months ago, but I have not received any answer. Maybe that is because you know you are not in the right mindset, or there is something else you have to handle. Regardless, I want you to know that I forgive you and am thankful for everything you have done. I I want you as my dad again, and I'm willing to work for that relationship if you are. We can meet at our cafe, shirt shop, to catch up and find closure on our issues. We have both faced hardship, and I hope that we can lean on each other on an emotional level for comfort. There are moments in my life that I am saving for you. I have not allowed anyone to teach me how to ride a bike, and I have not found any father figure to replace you. You are currently high on a very dark path, but if you ever find your way out of it, I will be here waiting for you, because despite everything, I have always loved you. Love your star baby, Angelina Star Wu.